All right, all you snowboarders of the internet, we're here, we're live, we're taking your questions. We're going to give away a set of bindings. We're going to talk about another contest coming up to win a Rosnell sashimi. Also, going to show you guys some new Telos boards that just showed up. And, well, if you want to, I got some Jones stuff here for 2022 and some amplids. Yeah, we got all that going on for you guys. So, basically, if you got gear questions, get them over there. Super chats will get a spin of the wheel, and you could win a set of K2 bindings. So it's a set of size large K2 Formula Cs. They made these for 1 year. They are a full carbon binding. They are stiff as shit. Stiff. I completely forgot I had these. Whoever gets these, a great free ride binding. Nothing else. Nothing else. So, yeah. So we're going to go over that. We'll talk about the Mount Snow coronavirus skiing Karen that decided to attack a 13-year-old. Stupid bitch. So we got that going on. Let's see what else is going on here. We're going to talk about who won the Angry Turns contest and why he won. But we're going to wait till we get a few more people in here so that I can dive into all that. Let's see. Yeah, so also we'll be entering more people. There are chances to be entered on the wheel or other ways into the giveaway for a future giveaway because we will have some future giveaways going on. I know it's spring break. People are getting weird. We really don't have a lot of people in here yet, so we're just going to try to let it kind of do its thing for a few more minutes, and then we'll kind of go from there. Just so everyone knows where we're at on reviews. Just finished all the Jones stuff yesterday. I rode the Ultra Hovercraft or Ultracraft. That is way too much board for most people. But I did get to ride it in knee to mid-thigh deep snow, so there's that. So yeah, so the Jones stuff is officially done for 2022. It's filmed. I'll edit it at some point this summer. If you're a member Angry Snowboarder VIP or you're thinking about it, June 1st, new reviews go up in the written format all summer. So, yeah, so we got that going on. Those are done. I've ridden the new backslash. Nothing really changed in it. Board's still amazing. Just rode the Telos DST. And Dean over at the Splitboard shop was able to send us a bunch of amplid boards. So I rode the Aloha Vibes, which is their 154 wide swallowtail taper. This thing's super fun. And I rode the Surfari yesterday, which was fucking amazing. Perfect conditions to ride that yesterday. A Basin reported 7. It was probably closer to 12 inches. So, yeah. Have that going on as well. Also, for anyone that in the last 2 live streams that's won stickers, I haven't sent anything out because I'm waiting. Tomorrow they should arrive, like 1,200 new stickers, which we got some fun logos for you guys if anyone wants to see a sneak peek of that. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're going with those things. But let's see. So, Chunder, that's a good one. Fuck, stop sending me emails, people. Got shit to do. But the one I'm really proud of is Chundercats. You can kind of see, maybe you can't see. It's a little weak, but we did make the just because we ride snowboards doesn't mean we'll be friend stickers in 3 different sizes. So basically, all the previous people that won, I've got all your information. I'm just going to mail them out on Saturday. So we got that going on. We're up to 62 people here, so we get a few more. I'm going to not talk about who won the contest if you don't follow me on Instagram, but we're also going to be spinning the wheel here. We got 2 super chats we need to get through, and then I'm going to start taking some questions. So we start off with my boy Letters, who will probably win a jumbo sticker pack because I swear to God, this guy's the luckiest man on earth on this wheel. Oh, wow. You didn't win anything. You got fire cures all. It's true. Fire does cure everything. So we got that. Then we got Joe X. Just looking for more stickers for his truck. All right. Well, Joe, you won yourself a jumbo sticker pack. So good start to the day, which the new ones show up tomorrow. But yeah, if you're just tuning in, get your questions over there. I'm going to try to answer them. Super chats, get a spin of the wheel. I'll open the wheel up a little bit later for everyone. Chance to win a set of K2 Formula Cs, slightly used. I think these maybe have 5 days on them. K2 only made these for 1 year. It is a carbon formula. It is ridiculously stiff. I mean, ridiculously. Like, that high back does not move at all. The strap is very minimal. Yeah, they're really straight free ride binding. So let's see what we got for questions here. Okay, Chris Yee, replacing my 15-year-old setup, want a party board to ride in Tahoe, / trees and pow, carved groomers, side hits, and tri-park. Warpig, K2 party platter, / slasher. We'll add an all-mountain freestyle later. For everything you're describing, the best bet would be the Warpig, then the party platter, and then the slasher. Especially because you're saying side hits and tri-park. I'd go with the Warpig because it's going to be able to carve. It's going to push through that heavy, wet coastal snow you guys get down there as well. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Where were we? Okay. Even 1, 2, 3 flow. Is 15 negative 15 a good binding angle for learning switch? I mean, it's all reference, but if you're centered on the board, so you know, and you're 15, 15, going switch or regular isn't really going to matter on that point for you, because if you keep it equal, it's the same thing. You just got to relearn that muscle. Not even relearn. You got to train your brain the opposite way to make the muscles work to ride switch in there. So little way that I learned how to ride switch was backside 180s. You see a little mound of snow, pop a backside 180, and when you land, try to land back on your toe edge and carve back. And then when you hit the next mound, just pop and switch around, do whatever you can, but try to actually get a turn in before you hit the next thing. And just popping 180s and landing and doing that will help with your switch riding. Otherwise, 15, negative 15, if you're centered on there, that's a great starting point. I mean, I ride 15, negative 12, and I ride switch probably 20% of the time, I would say. So, yeah. Okay, Ford Phillips. If I had to pick one Colorado resort on the Epic Pass to ride for 1 day, which one should I choose? Mainly looking for sick parks and fun tree runs. Well, Vail wants to kill all-terrain parks, so no. But if you really want sick tree runs, go ride Beaver Creek. Plus, you get free cookies at 3:20. And at 3:30, you can go get the champagne brunch at the Chop House on a normal year. I haven't been there in a few years. But yeah, Beaver Creek's the way to go for tree riding. It's just a lot of aspens, good trees. Might even find a few log jibs in there if you make the right turns in the right spots. Might also die hitting a few of those log jibs, but you might find them. So, yeah. Let's see. Okay, story 3333. Where's the best place to buy and sell used and new equipment? Facebook Marketplace is really amazing because you get a lot of dumbass people that have bought a lot of gear that's high-end that only have used it a minimal amount of time, and they dump it on there for pennies on the dollar. Craigslist is hit or miss, but at least with Facebook Marketplace, you can do that. The problem with selling used gear is you have to deal with said fucking morons. Is part of the reason I just stopped selling used gear. I literally just give it away now. I don't even care anymore. I give it to my friends. I donate it to the Shred Foundation. But yeah, Facebook Marketplace is like the go-to right now. You could always do eBay, but it's so fucking hit or miss. You get people that are just like really anal about things, or you get people that are like zero fucks and they'll just buy whatever. So let's see. Okay, let's see what else we got here. All right, so we got Jay Garrisick 07. Hey, dude, did you happen to ride the 2022 Mountain Twin? Absolutely picking it up when it comes out. I did. They made it softer again. Like, well, since the last time I rode it, I didn't ride last year's, so I didn't ride the 2021. So, but the 2022, I rode it. It's softer and it's got that 3D shaping in there, so it rolls on edge a lot easier. It's a different ride, that's for sure. That's the only one out of the Jones boards that isn't sitting in this room right now, I think. Because I'm getting ready to box them up and drop them at the rep's house tomorrow. But yeah, I've ridden it. It was weird riding it because I rode that, then I rode that, and then I also rode the Ultra Mountain Twin. The Ultra Mountain Twin, they softened it up, and it feels like the old Mountain Twin, and it's amazing, and I loved it. And then riding the regular Mountain Twin, I was like, wow, this thing is less all mountain freestyle and more freestyle for sure. Like they really, really softened it up. So, yeah. Let's see. All right, so we got S01. What makes the Endeavor Live a directional twin? The nose is a half centimeter longer, or a centimeter, I think. It's twin contact point to contact point. It's just, I'm pretty sure that the nose that they put, they just made it a little bit longer. So let's give you a spin. Because I think that's what they did. Because it sure as hell felt like a twin flex. Ooh, what we got? What we got? Oh, person under you gets entered into a future prize drawing, and that goes to Richard Carl. So you're getting entered for a future prize drawing, which, trust me, there will be something big coming up here in the future. Just waiting on some stuff to happen. So, but yeah, there's a couple hundred entries into the next raffle drawing, so we'll see where we end up from there. Let's see. Okay, Scott Smith, Northeast rider deciding between a LibTech TRS and a GNU Essential Service. No park, mainly just bomb groomers when conditions allow. The TRS is stiffer than the Essential Service, but the Essential Service is better on edge, in my opinion, and carves better. It really comes down to what kind of carves you want to do. I mean, if you just want to haul ass and just leave a trench, that's the TRS. But if you want to be a little more nuanced and actually make good-looking turns, that's where the Essential Service comes in. All right. Richard Carl. Well, that's this question. Angry, do you have any larger reflective stickers? No, those were like a weird one-off. The company I use, Sticker Mule, did a deal for the reflective stickers, and I think I got like 200 for $30, and I was just like, that's a no-brainer. I'll buy them. So, yeah. Okay. Leo last name. Do the entry-level nitro bindings have long durability, like teams? Usually only average 20 days on a more 164. Here's the thing about bindings. Like, the more you that's probably the one piece of equipment that honestly lasts the longest out of anything. I don't have any of mine sitting here that I can grab, but I'm over there. I've got a set of Indy formulas from K2 that probably have like 600 days on them. The big thing is if you take care of your shit, and I'm talking like when you get done riding, fold the high back, do the strap, you're not throwing around, you're not leaving them sitting in the sun where their plastic is baking and drying out and shit. They'll last forever. Like my first set of Rome Black labels, those ones I think are starting to hit like 150 days on them right now. Other than one heel screw gets loose every other time, and I just got to put some clear nail polish on the thread and tighten it back down, they're fine. And I've broken one ratchet, and that was because some fucking asshole skier stepped on it. I go to the far side of the run, and I'm getting ready to strap in, and I look down, and this asshole skis by, stops, steps onto my ratchet, across my board, and crushed it. Fucking obliterated it. Other than that, and I fucking replaced that. So I've got one off-looking ratchet on there. It's fine. They still work. They're great. Bindings will last you forever. The teams are not an entry-level binding by any means. They're like a solid mid-level more than anything, too. If you take care of your shit, it'll last. Like, boots are the thing that die fast, not bindings. Okay. We got a super chat from Horatio Nachito. I have the Karua Auto 161 for all mountains. Seems to be a little slow edge to edge. I have 9.5 boots, 250 pounds. Should I get the 57 Jones Mountain Twin or just learn how to ride it? Thanks. If it's feeling slow edge to edge, move your stance a little forward. Like one set of inserts. Try that first. They engage completely different than you think. And I think if you move your stance just a little more forward and throw your weight outside the front foot a little more, it should do that. Try that first before you go to a different board. That's what I would do. I mean, it is a wider board and you're on a 9.5, but it shouldn't be that bad. You've got the weight behind it, so move your stance about one insert pack forward. It's not going to hurt you with the directional shape of that board, but that should move your weight more towards where the camber ends, where the rocker engages. That could change the whole dynamic of how you throw your weight into it. The other thing is when you go to drive the board, push through the front foot with your hip more than your knee or lower. That changes that dynamic on that board as well. And that should get you to where you need to be to get it to engage. Smash the like button, people. Smash the like button. Okay. All right. Let's see. Got another one down here. All right, we'll take this one from Matt Lenny. Have you ever been snowboarding on the East Coast? I'm from New York. 22 fucking years of living there. I think I've ridden the East Coast. Fuck the East Coast. I'm glad I moved west. Especially fuck New York. That state sucks. I'm glad I left. So there you go. Okay. We got Damien Kyle. Avran, thanks for the Maelstrom recommendation a while back. Got one a few weeks ago, and it's a beast on everything. Taking it to Utah next week. Great board for Utah if they get snow. Love the Maelstrom. All right. Let's find a question from a non-super chat because they're getting a spin. Okay, we'll take this one from Campbell Facker. Does Marhar's 3D shaping in the Lumberjack ride similar to Battalion's 3BT? No, not at all. Not even close. Like, I mean, if this was a straight piece of paper, you can't, to the visual eye, the naked eye, you can't see the 3D shaping. We're talking 3 millimeters versus, depending what type of 3BT you're looking at, because they have multiple versions, and the way it kicks up at the contact point, you could be anywhere from 6 to like 9 millimeters, which is noticeably different. Plus, it's at the contact point aggressively. No, the 3D shaping on the Marhar is so minimal. It's just enough that if you're flat basing, the edge isn't dragging, so you reduce that drag at the edge, so it gives a small hull-like effect and funnels out the snow to the side. The whole reason behind it, like, and why we put it on the Lumberjack when we were designing it, why I chose Marhar and I gave that idea to him, was that it was so minimal that when you went sideways on a log jib, you wouldn't have to worry about your edge hooking up, but it would ride almost like a fully flat base. They are completely different. So Let's give you a spin. You win nothing. You win nothing. Okay, J-Raz, it's spring break. The kooks are out in force, especially the fat skier kids. Oh my God. I've wanted to just fucking kill people all week. It's fucking full-blown spring break. I got stuck. So my car died, and I had to have it towed to Denver to get work done because the throttle module went out on it. And they gave me a fucking loaner, and I had to drive through the tunnel in a blizzard. I've never seen so many plates from Washington, California, and the Midwest fucking spun out. These people, like, why are you trying to make it up a fucking path, up a pass, when it's fucking snowing and in your rear-wheel drive convertible Mustang? Like, that blows my mind. Oh, spring break's the worst. This weekend, if you're trying to snowboard this weekend, find the smallest resort as far away from any big resort you can in Colorado, Utah. Like, don't go to the big ones. It's a trap. I left Copper at 11:30 this morning. I was in the parking lot at 8:30, and it was it pretty much half filled up from the time I got there to the time I made it to the chairlift. Like, when I came back at 11:30, people were circling looking for parking spots. It's bad. It's bad. It's really bad. All right. Well, remember to subscribe, people. Remember to subscribe. Okay. Got JB, found you late, but back at it after 14 years, getting decent. Jack Knees from the USMC shit. Snow Park went with a Solomon sight, 62 wide, Flux PR. Thoughts on this for all mountain ideas for next setup, 63230. So first off, if you got jacked knees, if you haven't yet with your boots, this is like a stock insole from your boot. It gives you no arch support. Throw it away. Get an aftermarket one like a Remind, a Shred Sole, Superfeet, anything in there that'll give you more padding and better arch support. You're going to thank me in the long run because that's going to help any vibrations from the board that resonate back up underfoot. It's going to absorb that. That's just, trust me, I know all about jacked knees. I got no cartilage in either of them. But first board with the Flux PR, that's fine. That's a great board. You're going to outgrow it fast if you stick with it and really get out and ride a bunch. And that's when you're going to upgrade to the next thing. Coming off that site, you know, deal with it when the time comes. You'll know because you'll be overpowering that board. It'll be flexing. It'll be washing out. You'll be like, this is just feels unstable at speeds. You'll be like, I can't link a turn. I can't drive hard into it when it's on edge. You'll just be like, ugh. Right now, if I start giving you stuff now and you wait a year or two, it's going to be completely different. But what you want to ideally do is go from that beginner setup to find something that's like a higher end intermediate or low level advanced. And that's where you go from there. I will say that when the time comes and you go to move on from those Flux PRs, try to find a binding with really good a dampening pad built into it. What that's going to do is that's also going to help save your knees a little bit more. You're going to thank me in the long run for that. So, I mean, you got, who knows what you got for knee damage being in the Marine Corps. I know my dad's got some from Vietnam from when he was in the Army and shit, because they used to make him go run 20 miles in combat boots. So when he was in basic. So yeah, basically anything that's got a little bit more dampening to it, you'll be thankful for. But as far as boards go, just look for something that's in that intermediate to advancing range. And you can always come back and talk to me. I mean, that's the other thing. I'm not really going anywhere. I got the personal shopper on Angry Snowboarder store for $5. I'll answer a quick question. $10, a little more in depth. $15. We'll go through a whole process. $50. I'll hold your goddamn hand and whisper sweet nothings into your ear while belittling you. It's great. It's like basically gaslighting you to spend money. But yeah, we'll get you dialed in when that time comes. For right now, get footbeds inside your boots if you haven't yet. Let's get those dialed in. Really try to just get you building the fundamentals and get you out riding. So, and thanks for your service. Let's give you a spin, JB. person underneath you is Osiris, so he gets entered into a future giveaway, which I will be giving 2 boards, I think, away with the future giveaway, or a board and binding, something like that. So I haven't decided exactly when we're going to do the next big giveaway thing and stuff, but yeah, we got some stuff in the works there for you. So. Let's see. Okay, we got Ivan Drago hoping for the middle finger. Lose a turn. Okay, so we got White Rabbit 1416. I'm looking to get a volume shifted board, and I really like the Gremlin, but I feel like it doesn't get the same hype as other volume shifted boards. Thoughts? The Gremlin's aggressive. That camber profile with the C3 is aggressive, and the flex on it. That thing rips carves, and it's very directional, and it wants to charge and everything. So it's one of those boards that you really got to be prepared for. I like the Gremlin. I think it's an amazing carving board, volume shifted for like charging, popping. It's got a lot of pop to it. Is it going to be for everyone? No. That's kind of how it is. Yes, other ones, obviously the Orca always gets fucking hype. Everyone's just over there jerking off that goddamn whale, letting it shoot its sperm all over their face, just like, oh, it's a fucking Orca. But, there's others out there. There's so many good volume shifted. Like, riding the backslash on Sunday at Steamboat, about 8 to 10 inches of power was just amazing. I love that board. Can't get enough of it. But then I rode the Amplit Aloha Vibes on Monday at Copper in about a foot of snow. Once again, fucking solid, So Gremlin's good if you're looking for something that lays a trench, is a little more aggressive, and has a ton of pop. Lays a trench, is a little more aggressive, and has a ton of pop. I say go for it. Vincent Dew, your opinion on the NYC, and should they get an indoor slope? They have one. It's called Big Dreams, and it's in New Jersey, where it should be. Literally, like 40 minutes, they can be there. So, as far as New York City goes, I would never live there. I hate cities. It's not for me. Food's great. I can't live in a city. I'd fucking kill myself. I bitch and moan when I have to go to Denver, and all I have to do is go to Littleton to my car dealership. It's literally right off the highway. I only have to go like 6 blocks down into the city. That's Littleton. Ugh. Tedrick Ramor, can I get a hell yeah? There you go. You got it. Hell yeah, brother. Ugh. Now you got to go wash your hands and your soul for that one. All right, well, you want to spam, and you are gone. Go fuck yourself. Okay. The Adam Carvello. Do you think the 32 Elite footbed is okay or still replace that one? It's better than most stock ones. I mean, like, this is a K2 stock one. Like, what fucking arch support am I getting with that? Nothing. I mean, flopping it down. The Elite footbed, because it does have that adjustability in there with the... But I think for people that are just trying to figure out dialing in their fit and they've got a 32 boot, it's a good start. If it's working for you, it feels like you got good arch support, you're not having any hot spots, you're locked in, for sure. What do we got? Well, just more life advice that fire cures everything. Samuel Dudley, the 27th. Where'd you go? Where'd that go? I was going to answer your question. Just as good. Ah, there you go. Any good or bad luck to next non-super chat? Rock on, knuckle draggers. All right. That's my suggestion. If you ride powder. If you don't, get yourself a party board. Directional one. Volume shift. Small, like a slush slasher. Something along that wavelength or something. Maybe like a Ride Super Pig if you wanted to. But you want to go in that kind of direction, figuring out that type of stuff. So, yeah. Mr. Sagarul. Have you reviewed the 2022 Solomon Dance Hall? I haven't. I get the Solomon stuff April 5th. So, it's on the list. Pro Rec Athletics. I used the K2 Masis and I got the Tellus backslash, and I'm thinking the Katana, but was wondering if that's the best option with my new boots. Actually, your best option would be going with a K2 binding because it matches the boot the best. With that said, it really comes down to what you want performance-wise. With the Katana, you're going to get a lot of lateral play out of that binding, but when you go to drive back into it with the way the ASIM heel cup works in there, you can really push into it and get power with it. Putting it on the backslash is a good binding. It complements it well, but that's where something like a K2 lineup or a Lean AT would really come into play. So kind of comes down to that. Also, since I got over 100 of you guys in here, it's you on Instagram. You really missed the Corona Karen meltdown at Mount Snow this past weekend. This woman on skis with Amazon gear decided that she was going to stop anyone from hitting a rail while her boyfriend, man friend, whatever, would ride the chairlift up and come down. So no one weekend